lovely. I get naked
The last one.
with Angie. I had to get naked with Angie. You know, I remember that the director had us over at his house prior to shooting, and he said, "Well, now you know, Angie. I don't imagine Bill cares very much whether he's naked, but you know what we'll do, Angie. How can we make you feel better about being naked on camera?" He says, "Well, you know, if you get rid of all the people working on the crew, get the crew, and the makeup people, just my makeup lady, but everybody else should leave it. The cast, Bill obviously has to stay, but everybody else, just if it's all empty and just the bare minimum of people looking at me, I think I can get through it." So now we're ready to shoot, and she's been shooting for a while, so she's gotten to know everybody. I'm coming in. The first scene I had was in bed naked with Angie Dickinson. So I get into bed, and she comes in, and the director says, "All right, everybody, you got to leave now." And Angie says, "Oh, no, wait a minute, George, you can stay. Walter, you no point in you leaving." "Oh no, she's calling everybody back." And I'm going, "Really? What?" Angie Dickinson, what a wonderful, lustrous woman. And Sybil Shepherd, so intelligent and so crazy. She was a little crazy then, not now, but she was a little bit crazy. I don't know what happened. I had to take her by the elbow and put her into a telephone booth to make a call. That's what I recall. And she was like this, supposed to fight me. But you can't really fight because anybody can get away from anybody. Got somebody by the elbow, you have to leave me alone and run off. And there's no scene, so she has to stay. She has to look like she's fighting, but not really fight. But she's really fighting. So I'm getting the door now and then. It turned into a fight to get her into the telephone booth. And she complained that I left some bruises on her arm or something. I said, "Yes, that's it."
Thank you.
Sorry to disappoint you. My dear, you look wonderful.
Thank you.
What is it?
Solid snake.
No, nice and loud into that mic.
Solid snake.
Perhaps for this moment, just for this moment, take down your mask. There you go.
It's Solid Snake from Metal Gear.
It's all made from what?
Metal Gear.
Metal?
Metal Gear, like gears, like grinding.
No, you got to get closer to the mic. I hear you. It's all made of metal gear.
Metal Gear, like a G. G.
Oh, Metal Gear.
Gear. There you go.
No kidding. Did you do it?
Well, I hope so. You know, we'd be in a lot of trouble if I failed my mission.
Well, wait a minute. It's like mesh then, right? But it's made with gears instead of wire.
Yeah, it's Kevlar. Yeah, it takes some.
Is it drafty?
In the
Have you got underwear on? Or are you just shifting gears?
They call me Naked Snake sometimes.
I got you there. Yeah. Oh, Shatner made me sound bad.
But yes, I just wanted to ask if
right into the mic.
If you have any like funny drunk stories with Leonard Nimoy or any of the other Star Trek cast.
Oh, he was drunk all the time, and we could hardly get stories of my cast members. Well, I did a one-man show on Broadway, and I used this story, so I remember it fairly well. If you don't mind, I don't imagine anybody saw me on Broadway in a one-man show for the run. Well, I think I toured Dallas as well. I toured here. In any case, early on in my career, I had to use a bow and arrow. So the stunt guys taught me. And then they introduced me to some famous hunters, bow hunters, and I became quite good with a bow and arrow. And in fact, those many years ago, the American sportsman sent me up to Alaska to bow hunt a large brown bear. Not the small grizzly, but the big bears, and I got one. And I'm so embarrassed and ashamed of it. But the point is, I got really good with a bow and arrow, and I got to be a really good hunter with a bow and arrow. So being a hunter, being somebody, you got to see the animal, and you got to move and see what the animal's going to do. And you don't dare move quickly, but you fasten on it. You listen, and you look, and you see what it's doing. You have to, in order to get closer to it, because you got to get close with the bow. So I've got an eye. I used to watch DeForest Kelley come in through that door. There'd be a table of food here in the morning so that you would have enough sustenance to get through the day. And every day, this Southern gentleman would come in, stop at the table, pick up a bagel, cut the bagel, put it in a toaster, push the toaster, and wait. You could tell he was happy about it. Just his whole body. I can't wait for that. Oh, there it pops up. Okay? So one day he came in. I know he was going to, he pushes down the bagel, and he's waiting. And I said to Leonard, distract DeForest. So Leonard says, D, I got something in my eye. Can you take a look at my... So D turns his attention over here, and he's paying attention to Leonard. And I go to the toaster. Now, in the dark nights, when we would film Star Trek, when it's 3 in the morning, you relax, you're talking, and you reveal yourself more likely than in the bright sunlight. And DeForest and I had this wonderful relationship, and he said to me one day, Bill, what I'm really afraid of is losing my memory. I'm an actor, and if I lose my memory, gee, Bill, sometimes I can't find my key. I said, D, for God's sakes, DeForest, everybody has those lapses of memory. Don't be afraid, because fear will make it even more difficult to memorize lines. And relax, you're okay, D, you're okay, my friend, you're all right. So he's over there tending to his friend Leonard, and the bagel pops up, and I take the bagel and I push the thing back down, and now DeForest comes over and waits for it to, then it pops up. There's no bagel. God damn it. I could have sworn I put a bagel in there. He takes another bagel, he puts it in there, he puts it back down. Now he's no longer like joyful. He's like, son of a bitch. Leonard, distract D. D, you didn't get that. Otherwise, he goes over, and I lift up the door, and I grab the bagels, and I push the thing back down, and I go, back in my mouth. And now, DeForest, and it pops up, and there's nothing there. Son of a... And then he sees me choking on a bagel. I'm choking on bagel. And he says, Shatner, it was you! He didn't speak to me for a week. My darlings, thank you for coming. It was beautiful. I love you all. I'm going to sign some autographs by the end of the evening. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. William Shatner!